Them was the pirates, the conquistadors. When you see that skull flag with the crossbones, them the ones who were keeping law and order on the high seas. Them was my people. The ones who flew those red, yellow, and orange flags with the various seals on them. They know who the fuck they are. The flag is called the flag of the Bays. It's concealed in Moorish science right now. If you call yourself a Moor and you don't see a red, yellow, and orange flag flying in the temple, you're being deceived. Flat the fuck out. The L's, as they call them, are holding the Bays and the Days subjugated in the temple, keeping the secrets from them. And if y'all don't wake up and see that, go get your nationality card so you can be on the next shit out of here with the rest of the dumb motherfuckers. Go get your nationality card, because we want to be sure that you a certified, documented damn fool. Go get your nationality card. Now, all of the ones who already had nationality cards, that was what you call righteous Moors. And for those who want to know what a righteous Moor sound like when he talk, listen to Tariq Bey. Listen to Tariq Bey. Notice he's a Bey. He's not an L. Tariq Bey. Listen to him. You will hear what a righteous Moor should be telling you at this time about how to navigate out of the system. Moorish Order of the Round Table. 360 degrees of wake the fuck up is what he's trying to tell you. Tariq Bey. On my page yesterday, I posted a post so y'all know that what a righteous Moor sounds like. So, when they took over Puerto Rico, they stored the wealth from this region there. If you look at the island, they have cannon positions around the island. This ain't got nothing to do with RH positive or RH negative. I gotta say that now. Has nothing to do with RH positive or RH negative. RH negative people was brought here to be able to give birth to super motherfuckers. If you look back, a good example is the mother of the Buddha. She hemorrhaged to death. Why? She wasn't RH negative, and the light that came through her womb blew her uterus. It shredded her fucking uterus. A woman can't just give birth to a baby by any motherfucker. Y'all don't understand that. The gestation period, they got y'all thinking is only 9 months. You got different women that gestate at different rates. You got the 7-month, 9-month, and the 10-month gestation. Then you got the very rare exception. They call her the great heifer because she hold the baby 12 months. And her children are not like nobody else. I'm not going to get into all of that right now because that's not the purpose of this. Haiti whooped their ass because Haiti knew the science. And everybody that tried to come to America from Haiti was stopped from bringing that information. Everybody tried to come from Haiti to give us the information was killed. This is what y'all don't understand. There's a series of pieces that had to be put together. And there's a series of masters that had to be put in play across various disciplines of spirit science in order to push this one motherfucker out to the front. I don't even care about nobody no more. Because don't nobody give a fuck about the struggle or they self. How can you give a fuck about somebody that don't care about they self? It's not possible. My give a fuck meter is broke at this time. This is one of the harshest recoveries we ever had. And, yep, these recoveries that we dealing with now, what y'all not really understanding about them is this. This is the only one in the history of the world that didn't require a nuclear holocaust. This one. This recovery right now is the first that didn't require some form of major cataclysmic destruction. And it was because the invaders, who ass I whooped every close of the age since they've been here. There's a whole lot of speculation, but I'm going to tell y'all, they've been here approximately 3.8 million years when they first came. The first order of them whooped their ass, and we had no more problems after that for nearly 1 million years. We lived in peace. We set up what you call Atlantis, or the Great Atlan. In the Great Atlan, we had a whole different structure that was matriarchal, and it had 72 women elders that were called the lawgivers. And they worked with 24 male elders who we call the council. And the 24 elders, or the 24 elders of the council, worked with what you call kings of the earth, or the Holy Grail bloodlines. And every now and then, every approximately 25,000 years, the first one that they call the Alpha has to come back and clean up and answer all of the grievances. Clean up and rebuild all of the damaged people and the societies, and to restore us back to a balanced and just system of mind. I don't see it happening. The way it look now, I don't see this happening without a mass destruction. Even though we got rid of the chief. Marduk gone home with his family now. He was so happy to get the fuck away from these motherfuckers. And I understand why he didn't want them to know who he was now. Because they're a bunch of ungrateful, selfish, self-centered ingrates. They everybody want me to do my shit, but they won't do theirs. I don't make them. I'll wait till this motherfuckers fall to fucking crumbs. I'm not forcing nobody else to do shit. Because we ain't in that era where you force people no more. You don't force motherfuckers to do what they already supposed to be doing. If they don't do it, let them suffer the fucking consequences. You can drop dead where you sit. Those who do their work and those who don't do their work gonna get exactly what they worked for. That's what nobody don't understand that shit. Exactly what you worked for is exactly what you gonna get. If you've been selfish, self-centered, and entitled, you're gonna get hard labor. I'm gonna tell you that all. If you selfish, self-centered, and entitled, your life gonna be so goddamn. So, I'm gonna do some invites on this. And the Queen told me I wasn't done when Facebook shut me out earlier. And to get back on here and explain the necessity of rebuilding our structure the way it was before the invaders came. Before the imposters took power, the structure that our communities were, and when you lose your basic core structure, you have to figure out what it was at this point. So we got caught in this Romeo Juliet fairy tale reality that has nothing to do with actual human beings in real time, in real life. So we want the fairy tale. So I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to do a couple more invites and then we're going to get started. I see the family starting to come in and see what's what.
the whole family has been destroyed over time. It was not an easy task to destroy the families of people. The system from the prisoners of war that they call slavery in America that never happened. There was no such thing as slavery. We lost the war and we were POWs. And all of their laws read in relation to the ones they call Negroes, Natives, and African Americans. It's slanted in a way that tells you that we were not originally subject to their jurisdiction. All right, I ain't gonna do no more invites. Now, how y'all doing? I'm glad y'all came so we can. So, I'm gonna do something probably never before in my life did. I'm gonna make a public prayer, and the prayer should cause some shifts in energy. And we all know the prayer, Our Father who art in heaven. And many of us know the Hail Mary, Mother of God, holy art thou among women. But what we didn't know is that the prayer was changed by the patriarchal priesthood of the Catholic Church. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Trying to get that haze out of my picture. Okay, so the Catholic Church is the seat of Satan in the world right now. And they separated the prayer. And they turned a part of it to say, Our Father, and they changed it to that. And it was originally, Hail Isis, Mother of God, holy is thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And the rest of the prayer is pretty much the same. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. We give those who trespass against us. But they wanted to mislead the people as to who Christ was. They don't want y'all to know that when they talk about the Christ, they are actually talking about Isis. They're talking about the Queen of Heaven and Earth. And now, she want people to understand that the way we living and the way we are viewing our relationships is incorrect. And we are taught this by legislation and legality as opposed by codes of righteousness or what's written in your heart and on your DNA. So all of what we perceiving as our morality, right, is law. It's in law books. It's not in your religious texts. It's in your law books. The age of majority to drink, it's in your law books. The age of majority for sex is in your law books. Your age of majority to be a criminal. You're not allowed to be a criminal until you turn 18. It's juvenile offenses are not supposed to be classified as criminal without waiving the child into adult status. That's the same as emancipating them in law and then charging them as an adult, saying that they're responsible. So they bound them over as an adult. All of this morality, how many people you marry, bigamy, where they regulate your religious rights, your religious teachings that teach you different things about the relationships. But what they don't tell you is all of these relationships is geared to the manufacture, maintenance, and control of a slave system that artificial economics is the means by which they use the carrot on the stick. Our labor, we're not supposed to work our entire lives and leave a job so handicapped from the work until we are unable to live the remainder of our lives comfortably. You're not supposed to be broke down and elderly. That's not supposed to be the norm. That's supposed to be the exception to the rule. You're supposed to get stronger as you get older, mentally and emotionally and physically. And physically stronger don't necessarily mean that you can lift more weight. It just means your body can endure more. Well, when we watch our elders now, they struggle for life in their final years of life, and they fight so hard. And when a younger person with the same symptoms experience some symptoms, they drop fucking dead. And nobody is asking the question why. Our whole structure is set up wrong. Now, that being said, our structure that we following, our code of morality is all in the law. But if we gonna break the system and get back to what we are at our core and operate from the principle of love. Now we're gonna deal with this real quick. What you think is love is a watered down version of the real thing. The real thing, unconditional love, does not make you want to possess a person and have that person all to yourself. That's not normal. That's part of the system. It's to keep your focus off the fact that you're a slave and that you're oppressed and that you're under the yoke of bondage of the law and that all of your life is dictated by this legal system. And so we keep forgetting the most critical and most important part. And maybe this is the part y'all should start sharing like a motherfucker. Because we about to get into some real understanding of the issue. So maybe y'all might want to start getting into the share game right now. Because we at war. It's spiritual warfare. And they trapped spiritually. The only thing now they can do, they lost all of the spiritual realms. They lost. Only thing they have any semblance of control is the physical, three-dimensional, fixed position reality that we call real life. They can control this by you not paying attention and you leaving them in control by surrendering to their authority. That don't mean go out in the street and tear shit up. That mean exactly the opposite. It means exactly the opposite. Before you decide to riot in the streets when they start killing us off, because they about to start killing niggas like 90 going north, and white folks, but they going to keep the white folks silent because they want to set the niggas off. When this happened, they expect y'all to go in the street and tear shit up. You know what you do? Stay at home. Lock your doors, close your windows, turn on your AC in the summer. When it get winter, turn on your heat. Fuck them. Don't pay shit, don't move, don't do shit. We at war. If we don't understand that they about to start trying to wipe out all of the adults, we need to go back to the prophecy. After Moses liberated the Israelites from Egypt, they wandered in the wilderness for 40 fucking years. And it tell you in there why. It tell you in there why. It say that those old motherfuckers with the PhDs and them old motherfuckers that call themselves reverend and minister and deacon and them old motherfuckers that say they got BAs and business degrees, all they is the best trained slave guides. They the slaves that's trained to keep the other slaves in order. Now you got some in there that's rogue, but you don't know they rogue yet. You had to have a dog in every fight. This shit fucking war. We worry about independent shit, like me, my shit, my house, my car. But what about your neighbor house and your neighbor car? You don't care about that because you don't think it affects you. The effect that it have is this. As long as you sit there and you watch everybody else get fucked over, It's just a matter of time before it get to you. And once it get to you, don't cry about it. Don't cry about it because you didn't want to do nothing when it was somebody else. You only wanted to deal with the issue when it came to your home, to your door. You didn't want to deal with the issue when it was the little kid on the news or the little boy down the street or the little girl around the corner. You didn't want to deal with the shit then. But now all of a sudden, it's your son, it's your daughter, it's your nephew, it's your niece, it's your little cousin. Now you want to make a big fuss about, we need to do something about it. We need to stop it. The easiest way to stop that shit is go the fuck home. Don't go to work. Don't go to school. Stop sending y'all kids to school. That's the dumbest shit in the world. You see they lighting these goddamn schools up with AK-47s, and you think a little 6-year-old body can take that shit like an adult? Are you fucking serious? But y'all still sending y'all children. The remedy, because I can't